welcome to Yoga for Everyday Life. This is a really short and sweet practice that you can do every day. You don't need anything else, so that if you're traveling, you can do this practice. I like to say that this is the daily practice that really keeps your whole body feeling awesome. So we'll do a little bit of work that will really help stimulate the spine, clear out all the sort of congestion that might have come into your body over the past week, and just enjoying our yoga practice. And so the main thing I want you to remember throughout the practice is just to take your time, breathe deeply, and remember that the essence of who you are is always with you. And so when we return to these practices and we use our breath and we integrate our body, there can be a lot of emotions that come up. We might have had a really stressful week and we might feel heavy, we might feel tired, we might feel anxious, or we might feel really joyful. And so just experience the energy in motion, your emotions, as you're enjoying this practice. So here we go.
Remove anything that might be around you, that might be in the way of your practice, and go ahead and lay down on your back. If this irritates your low back at all, just bend your knees and plant your feet. Go ahead and hug your right knee in, flex through your right foot, and lengthen the left leg, and breathe. Nice and gentle in and out. And then go ahead and lengthen that right leg, and you can hold behind the thigh or the shin or the calf and release. And then just rest for a breath or two, integrating your whole body and your breath. Eventually making your way to the other side, hold that left leg in. You can hold right below the knee at the shin, flex your feet. And then lengthen and stretch, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and keep breathing and lengthening, and relax. Let that leg come down and draw your hands by your side. Go ahead and plant your feet, press your feet down, bend your knees, draw your hands by your side, and as you inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead and lift the hips. And as you exhale, lower the arms, lower the hips. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. And breathe out, lower. Keep pressing into your feet so your whole body is activated. Inhale is lift, not too high, not pushing in, just feeling your whole body as you lift and lower. And then go ahead and take that right leg, lift it nice and long up towards the ceiling, and then the left. And then relax the knees and relax the ankles. Lift the arms up overhead, relax the elbows, relax the wrist. In just a very restorative dead bug pose. Let that pressure just fall into the hips and into the shoulders, rejuvenating you. Feel your whole body breathing here, and then lower everything down. Lengthen yourself out and pause. Now let's do some opposite arm, opposite leg to get our brains buzzing. So you'll inhale, left arm, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathing in, lengthen and lift. And breathe out. So you're just alternating between sides. Follow your breath, nice and gentle. This is so good for your neural pathways in your brain. It's lighting it up all over the place. And then hug your knees in and squeeze in for a breath. Rock and roll on that spine. Have fun with this. Breathe. Lengthen the legs, bend them in, come up to a boat, and maybe bring the legs up overhead into a plow, and just alternate here. Have fun. And then come up onto all fours, tuck your toes under, stretch into the arches, press your hands down. Let's move through some cat-cows. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, round belly in. Breathe in. Now lengthen, opposite arm, opposite leg, and breathe out. So lengthen, stretch to the palm and the arches of the feet. and just move on your breath. Now let's come down all the way onto our belly and do belly breathing. So tummy time for adults every day. Super healing for the low back. Wonderful to deepen your breath into the soul side of your body, the yin side of your body. And just let your belly flop here and breathe. And then eventually coming up into a little Sphinx pose. So press your palms down and have your elbows, they can be right under your shoulders or a little bit in front of. Lengthen out through the legs and then just moving around. Keep your eyes open here, just looking up and down and over one shoulder and then the other, just to get a little bit of movement here. Press your hands under your shoulders and your hips back. Let's do a little bit of rocking and rolling here. So hips back into a modified child's pose, and we're coming forward onto our belly into a little push-up, down and up, using all the abdominal muscles and the arms, and child's pose. Usually after a few rounds of that rocking and rolling with the push-ups, a nice, deep, relaxing, restorative pose can be very helpful. Breathing into that back body and lengthening out. Then let's go ahead and come back up onto all fours. And then this time, walking yourself all the way up to standing. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale, palms in namaste. Now let's step out nice and wide. Interlace our hands behind our back and relax. So here we're pressing down with our feet, slight bend of the knees. And again, not too tight, not too loose. So we want to find a place where it feels good in our body. Inhale the arms straight up overhead. Exhale, release. Breathe in, breathe out. Mouth can be open or closed for this breathing practice. Press down through the feet, lots of space in the hips, and then lengthen. That left arm comes down your leg, right arm up and over, and then release. Breathe in here, stretch and lengthen, and exhale, release. Let's do one more. Lift and lengthen. Exhale. Good. And then bring your hands together, fingertips together. Inhale, open the breath, open the chest. Exhale, drop back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, and close. Here, make sure that your pelvic floor is engaged, abdominals are engaged, and that your whole chakra energy systems are being engaged here. To pause, take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and feel the whole body breathing here. So we're just talking about those energy centers. We're just sending breath and we're feeling the stability from the root of the pelvic floor all the way to the top of the head. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, out to the side. Let's do that series again. Reaching down. Lift up and lengthen, and exhale, release. Good. Maybe there's a little more space in your side ribs and side waist. Hands on your hips. Shake out those hips. Shake out your hands. Shake out your legs. Let's release some of those patterns in our connective tissue and just let it all loose, just feeling our whole body start to work together in wholeness. Roll your wrists, stretch through the fingers, press through the feet, and feel yourself align. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here, and then setting yourself up back onto all fours. Take your time as you lower down. There's no rush. And then come onto your ankles and your knees and start to rub your thighs. You can also do this seated and easy pose if you're not comfortable on your knees and your ankles. And then start, after you do your rubbing of your thighs, use your fingertips and the pressure in your fingertips to start tapping just gently on your chest, on your chin, on your cheeks, on your head, on your scalp, behind your ears and the top of the head, the back of the brain, and then back to the chest, and then hands on your heart and breathing. Self-compassion mudra. So very important to do this practice every day. Hands on the heart and breathing that warmth right into your own body. So now let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together and start just intentionally lifting some of that energy from the soles of the feet, inner thighs, outer thighs, and then rubbing using our thumbs right into the arches of the feet, and then slowly start to lean and stretch forward. Use your breath. Check in with your inner groin and your outer hips, your pelvic floor, and use your whole body here. Again, we're not trying to get somewhere. We're just following that breath in and out. Good. And now take your legs a little bit further away from your body, and a little bit wider of a triangle here, longer of a triangle, and fold over your legs here. This is Tara Asana. It's a little rounded and softer than our traditional angle. After Tara Asana, press your feet down, lengthen out your arms just like we started, so you can use your core to slowly come down, engaging through the belly. And eventually, as you make your way down, just relax. Let your whole body just totally surrender onto the mat, softening and relaxing and releasing. Feel your whole body breathing. And then you can slowly hug your knees in and come to seated and offer your practice up to the world, to someone you love, and to your own life. Namaste.